Hey there, we have made it to our 6th and final homeworld, Gnasty's World. This world can go by a few different names, those being Nork Nexus or the Dragon Junkyard. On first viewing, this homeworld will stand out as being rather small compared to the others. That is unfortunately due to time constraints. The level was originally planned to be much larger and would have been called the Machinist World, but pressure to complete in time forced the cut. So what do we have left? Well, we have plenty of rats to keep us company as a fodder, and one dragon to release placed in the centre. This dragon is called Delbin, who you may recognise as we've already rescued him all the way back in the Artisan's homeworld. Every dragon you'll free going forward are dragons that have been released previously who attempted to take on Gnasty themselves, and failed miserably. In this homeworld there is less freedom with your order of worlds, as you only have access to Nork Cove as you enter. The remaining realms here will open one by one once you exit the previous world. These worlds are hidden inside the 3 giant dragon heads. This is not the first time, of course, a portal has been located in a dragon head, with the Artisan's boss realm Toasty starting this trend. Gnasty's world shares another connection with Toasty, with them both having the same music. To the first world, Nork Cove. Steel barrels as well as TNT barrels will be scattered throughout as Spyro navigates through the dock. Large enemies named dock workers will roll these barrels down pathways of the map and can be destroyed by a standard flame attack or by using these barrels against them. Just going about your day job and you get attacked by a dragon, eh? Gotta feel for them a bit. The TNT Wranglers share a strong resemblance to dock workers, but they do bring a more aggressive side. You can flame the barrels to take off their armour, but be careful as when nearby they'll attempt to flatten Spyro with said barrel. Once the armour has been removed, they'll be left in their undergarments ready for a second flame attack to finish them off. In the original game, their armourless form definitely had a more distinct look. The final enemy you will come across here are the Engineers. These enemies stand on top of the barrels and carry a wrench as a weapon used to attack Spyro. They can appear positioned in a line, meaning a hit on one will cause a very satisfying chain reaction. In the Reignite tree, there's actually a bug towards the end of the level on a staircase where the enemies will only appear on the barrels after Spyro has moved past a certain point, which is bloody annoying, I must say. So plenty of enemies to destroy them, but something you don't want to kill here are the rats. If you complete the level keeping all the rats intact, you'll receive the Rat-tastic achievement. Are there any dragons to rescue here? Yes, there are. 2 dragons made their way to Nork Cove, with them being Magic Crafter's dragon Latif and the Artisan's dragon Thomas. While in conversation with Thomas, Spyro replies, "You gotta believe," in homage to a game that was released a year before called Parappa the Rapper.
You gotta believe!
Now, did you bloody know? If you wanted to give Spyro the Dragon a go back in the day, you would have had the chance to play the demo by simply owning Crash Bandicoot Warped. While at the title screen, if you pressed up, down, left, right, square on your controller, you would have been taken to the demo. Certain levels are blocked off, and Town Square, for example, is in the Stone Hills portal location, as the demo comes from an earlier build of the game. This is one of the starting points to Crash and Spyro's now long-lasting close relationship. With Nork Cove complete, the first dragon head will be open with the last main realm of the game, Twilight Harbour. This level works as a great support attack to your battle with Gnasty Nork, as it is a world filled with his minions on the attack. Twilight Harbour brought quite a bit of controversy in the lead up to Reignite's release, due to a creative choice from developers Toys for Bob. They opted to change the ammunition in the guns used by the enemies from bullets to toxic goo, so it matched the theme of the realm better. However, many believe this decision stemmed from concerns about promoting gun violence in a family-friendly game. Nork Commandos and the Machine Gunners are the Norks that carry these weapons, with the former requiring some smart timing to make sure you don't get hit by the sporadic shooting. The only other enemy to make an appearance here are the Nork Survivalists. They have also had some slight adjustments made to their character, with the original weapon of a machete being replaced with a combat knife, and they'll throw gunpowder kegs instead of grenades. Magic Crafter's leader Cosmos will need rescuing here, alongside the Beastmaker's dragon Cletus. Of course, when we first saved Cletus, he said,
"Spyro, it's great to see you, but I gotta go."
Well, now we know where he went off to. The achievement here can be easily missed and a little tricky to complete. It involves flaming all 6 gears in the realm, all within one life. Going from the start of the level to the end, the first one is located next to the whirlwind towards the start of the level. Look behind you as you get up and you'll see it on the brick wall. The second one isn't too far away, but being just above the light as you go out of the following room. The next one can be easily missed. In the room just before the bridge, if you look around in the dark corner on the right, you'll find your next gear. 4th and 5th gears are very close together. In the last room of the level, you'll see one against the inside wall, then as you leave the room, you'll see another one placed against the step. The final gear is close to the exit vortex, if you look towards the bottom left corner of that platform. Once it's been flamed, you'll receive the achievement, What Really Grinds My Gears. With Twilight Harbour now taken care of, the time has come to take on the big bad, Gnasty Nork. Just before we get into it, this is where the final skill point of the game can be achieved, which requires you to defeat Gnasty without taking any damage. Once you enter the arena, Gnasty can be seen up on a high level shooting green beams at you. This area is locked to the player, which means the first part of the battle involves chasing some green thieves for their keys. Once you take down the first thief, their key will unlock the neighbouring opening for you to go after the second one and get the all-important key to move to the next stage. Now that you can get to Gnasty, you'll have to continue the running theme of these boss battles. You'll have to chase him down. If you don't flame Gnasty quick enough at the end of his run, he'll start another lap of the area. If you get him to do 5 laps, you'll receive the achievement Dragon On and On. Get it? After all that cardio, you'll be ready to flame him in time, and then he'll retreat to the lava chamber. Here you'll have to move quickly as the platforms you progress across gradually recede, and if you do fall in the lava, you'll have to start the whole level again, as there are no checkpoints here. If you do happen to make it to the end, you'll come face to face with Gnasty for the final time. A simple flame attack, and he will be defeated. With that done, a cutscene will play showing Spyro talking to an interviewer, telling them all about how he saved the Dragon Realms. And with that, roll credits. After the credits are finished playing, you'll be returned to Gnasty's world, and you'll see another dragon crystallized in the center. This time Magnus has got himself trapped, and he'll tell you all about the final level that can only be unlocked once you have collected all the treasure, captured all the eggs, and released all the dragons in the game. As we have gone 100% all the way through this series, it will open immediately. Worth noting that this is a bonus end of game level, so if you're currently playing and would like this to stay a surprise, I'd recommend coming back to the video after to avoid spoilers. So here is your reward for your dedication towards the game, the final world, Gnasty's Loot. Here you'll be able to fly continuously, but you'll only be able to reach a certain altitude. It's probably not a surprise, but thieves roam Gnasty's Loot and carry keys around that will unlock higher areas, which in turn will present Spyro an increased altitude limit. As you make your way around, you'll see the gems here are all high value yellow and purple ones, that result in a total of a whopping 2,000 gems. Collect them all and you'll gain Spyro 1's final achievement, called Hoarder. Near the exit vortex you'll notice a room that is filled with firework crates that will drop a load of purple gems. Here you may recognise that this is the same room from where Gnasty is watching the television in the opening cutscene, and it has plenty of decoration including a pile of love letters. In the original game, the portrait of Gnasty could promote players to try and jump into it, as it could have potentially been a nod to Super Mario 64, but that was not to be the case. With the loot fully cleared out, you'll now be greeted with a final cutscene involving Spyro wearing some cool looking shades and some dragons in the background playing basketball, with a sheep as the ball of course. Once that's over, you'll spawn back into Artisans and the game will be fully 120% complete. With that, so does this series come to a close. I really hope that you've enjoyed this guide and trivia series. It's been an absolute blast to make as a Spyro fan, and I do plan to make videos for Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 later down the line. Thank you all so much for the support on this passion project of mine, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.